Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. If you are new, before you do anything, please smash that like button, subscribe, and share if you are new on the road to 500. Big up, Mr. Brown. I believe you are, well, we won't say where you are, but you know, I think I know where you are. So if you want to reveal your settings, you can. But big up to you. Thank you for logging in to the show. We have got a lot to talk about. As I said, please hit that like button, subscribe and share if you are new on the road to 500. And thank you for those people that have subscribed in the last couple of days or so. But look, brother, we've got a lot to talk about. And look, tonight it's a game where Liverpool go to Everton. This is going to be their last Merseyside derby at Goodison Park before they move into their stadium in 25-26 season. And look, you know, Liverpool in the last couple of games that they've gone there, they've drawn, I think the season before, and last season they lost, I think it was 2-0. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I can't remember who the other one was. I think it might be Braithwaite, one of those guys. I think it ended up 2-0. That was under the clock. It's now Slot going there, who's going there with a 6-point lead over Arsenal. If they win this game tonight, which is their game in hand, game week 15, then they'll go 9 points clear. And that's pretty much the title over for Arsenal. And so what is all that we're going to be doing really is chasing top four or trying to preserve our second place trophy. And this is what it is, people. So if Liverpool go there tonight and win, that's 9 points clear, their game in hand. If they go there and draw, I still think that it's their title. Do you know what I mean? Listen, if Everton go there and beat them, listen, who knows? But, bro, with Arsenal's injury and what we're finding out today, it's quite peak for our team. It's quite peak for our team. But listen, before I go into the menu tonight, I'm going to introduce Mr. Big D, big Man United fan.
Yes, sir.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm all right, bro.
Yeah?
I'm all right. Yeah. I need spring to come quickly now, though. Kind of fed up with this damn cold, rainy. Yeah, doing my head in now. I think about it now.
You should be used to that, Big D, man. I mean, look, Man United, you know, Old Trafford, nice cold weather, rainy all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not going there until they start playing better football. You know what I mean? I'm only going there to see my cousin. If I go up there, I'm going to see my cousin. I ain't going to Old Trafford to get rained on. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Ruben is your man, D. Ruben is your man. Come on, yeah.
Woo!
Ruben is your man, and we will talk about your game, fluky game, should I say?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But we will talk about that. And obviously we're going to be looking to the agenda tonight. And what I have got on the menu tonight is obviously FA Cup fallout and the giant killings. We know certain team, Kofi Slot's team, out to Plymouth Argyle, mate. You know, sitting 24th in the championship. A great strike. It ended up being an own goal. But listen, at the end of the day, they've gone through. Yeah, what phase is they in? What phase is their manager in? Who knows? Right. Who knows? Anyway, listen, so FA Cup fallouts and the giant killing, as we know, Liverpool. We don't know what's going to happen, you know, with regards to we don't know what's going to happen with regards to Trent, with Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Are they going to stay? Will they stay? Will they go? Who knows? At the moment, you know, Trent is out injured, so let's see what happens. I'm still a believer he does need to make a few adjustments. That's JP. Big up to you. Obviously, you're not on the panel tonight. You're in the chat. I get that. You may be busy in that, but I hear you. We will be talking a little bit. But Amran, a lot of fans are getting a bit impatient with him. They're getting a little bit impatient with him. We will kind of go into a little bit of that. Arsenal fly out. Yeah, Arsenal fly out to Dubai to win the Dubai Cup. Yeah, because we've chucked in the Carabao Cup and we've chucked in the FA Cup. So we're going to go out there and win the Dubai Cup, you know, or the what I don't even know what to call it, mate. the Duke Cup, yeah? The Dupu or Duke Cup, whatever you want to call it, mate. Dubai Cup. And why the rush to bring Starboy back? Why is the rush to bring back Starboy? Listen, we've seen all the PR that's been going on out there, you know what I mean? And listen, I'm just absolutely fed up to the back teeth with this club now. Just lost patience with them, you know what I mean? All they do is PR and merchant, yeah? They're the best in the world. Champions League. That's
yes,
the level. That's their level, man. Champions League when it comes to that, but it is what it is. Is Ange on his last legs? Don't forget, he always wins in his second season. That's what he said, mate. But
he's running out of trophies now.
Yeah, well, the last couple of days hasn't proven too good for him, and he's blaming injuries. Let's see, and let's go into that. And also, I think Chile put something in the chat about, Qatar looking to take over the owners, but Daniel Levy looked like he could still stay there and keep his job if that was to happen. And I said to Chile, would you like to see the back of both of them? I mean, I've not had a response from him yet. He may come on the show. We'll see what happens. I don't know if Slot's coming. Kofi Slot's coming on. Hopefully, Ez will be on, and he's manager. He's basically saying it's been a positive move, going out of the cup. A lot of fans were not happy with that statement, you know what I mean? Because he can focus now on the league. Listen, they have, I think, in their last 8 games, I think they've only won 2. So they've really dropped off, you know what I mean? They need to save top 4. Whether they do it or not, that is a big question. We'll see what happens there. And lastly, not having VAR in the weekend FA Cup fixture, did that have a positive or negative impact? And I'm sure D will elaborate on that when we go into his game. And I'm sure Chelsea would have a few things to say about the handball from Lamptey, after Matoma scoring that goal. You know what I mean? But listen, we will talk about it. We will talk about it. Kofi Slot is in the house. Let's bring him in.
Yes, Craig.
Yes, man. Kofi Slot. We're saying, Craig, man, big up to you, man. Bro. Everywhere he's always there. Big up to Craig. Yeah, man. Big up JP again, man. Havertz out for the season. Needs surgery. Need I say no more, people?
Is it actually out for the season?
Yeah, he's done for the season, bro.
Yeah, man. Bro, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Wow.
Hey, it is what it is, my friend. Yeah, it's what it is. You understand? Failing to plan is planning to fail. Yeah, and this is what our club does. This is what our club does. You know what I mean? But listen, Kofi, how you doing, man? Good to have you in the house. I know you've got a massive game on tonight at 7:30. Liverpool go away to Everton. Last Merseyside game. And
I'm actually feeling twitchy,
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you feel twitchy? Oh, is that because you went out to Plymouth? Is that
Plymouth Argyle, mate.
Plymouth Argyle, you know.
That was a dead game. But
look, I get it, Cole. You made a lot of changes, and we are going to talk about the FA Cup fallout and weekend, so we will go into that. So let's talk about your team, since that is the top of the subject at the moment. The Liverpool going out to Plymouth Argyle at the weekend. You made wholesale changes, you know what I mean, but it obviously affected you. How did you see the game? And going into this big, massive game tonight, last Merseyside derby, you lost there last year 2-0. That was in April, I think. And I don't know how you feel. Firstly, let's talk about the Plymouth game.
Yeah, you know what? I thought Slot was very clever in his decision to not play a lot of players. What's
he done? Or did he throw it away? Did he throw away the cup?
No, well, I mean, the cup.
You got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry.
Yes, we have. Champions League. The league is there. Arsenal not really. What are they saying? What are Arsenal saying?
Not a lot. To be perfectly honest with you, I've not got a leg to stand on. Just like our 3 strikers, they ain't got a leg to stand on. Right now, all of them are mashed up with hamstrings.
The only hope you guys got is if they rush Saka back, and
which I'm saying, what's the rush of getting back? But let's focus on your game. Yeah. Why you went out to Plymouth? Why you made so many changes?
I don't know, because if you look at it, I mean, Plymouth actually played quite well throughout the game, and they held us. And guys probably were a little bit lackluster and thought, you know what, we really don't want to be here. But Plymouth gave it to us, and then guys started waking up in the second half. And before you know it, the game was kind of dead, and they couldn't really get the equaliser or take it any further. So, but hats off to Plymouth. Got to give it to them. And they defended resolutely, mate. The defending. I mean, I think one of the guys lost his tooth. One of the defenders. But they're sitting 24th in the league, the championship. Kofi, surely your team,
you know, you was on for a quad. What's going on, man?
Nah, you know what? Let's cut this quad talk because
What you on? No, okay.
every season.
No, hold on a second. Before this
Every
game.
season.
No,
Yeah.
hold on a second, brother. Before this game, yeah, the way your team is being played. Listen, all season you've only lost 2 games.
Yeah, I know.
Was it 2 games or 1? Is it 2 or 1? Can't remember.
One game.
One game.
Yeah, but I never like to put this quad conversation in you know our narrative. Like we just need to go and win a trophy.
Yeah,
that is it.
But
and the prem is the ultimate one,
right,
for us.
Well, this is what I would say, Kofi. Your manager yet again, and that's why I said this man got chest, you know, because this man lost the game, and then he came out and said, these guys play just like Man United, sit deep and hoof balls over. I said, brother, why are you bringing us up after you lost? That don't make no sense. It screams like he was rattled by Plymouth, Kofi, you know, because he had to bring up Man United, which made no sense. He was literally saying, "Oh, they play just like Man United." I'm like, brother, yes, Lee, big up yourself. But I'm just like, nah. I think he was rattled by that, and there was no need to be rattled because he made big change. I think he 9 changes. Static, big up yourself. Was it 9 changes that you made, Kof?
Yeah.
So you have to factor in inconsistency by putting 9 players together that don't really play on a regular, and then hoping that the three or 4 that do kind of steer them in a direction of cohesive football. So, yeah, like I say, Plymouth defended they did defend
absolutely resolute.
Yeah, but
and that goalkeeper, I think he made a save. I don't know if it was from Jota. I can't remember who it was. Yeah. The guy is a giant. He's massive. The goalkeeper is massive.
Big. He's a big.
But look, it was. I think it was Elliott that gave away the penalty in the 56th minute or 53rd minute. Sorry. And their player Ryan Hardy put it away nicely. He's putting his hands up, mate. You know, referee. In that situation, you did not need VAR to tell you that. You know what I mean? What's his hand doing up there, brother? You know what I mean? You must have been Bex, brother. You
you know, it's one of those things where you say use your football sense, you know. Yeah. But it is what it is. We move on.
Yeah, well, listen, you do move on. I mean, before that, you had another team to deal with, and that was Tottenham to overturn a 1-0 deficit in the Carabao Cup, which now you're through to the final against Newcastle, and I'm wanting Newcastle to turn you over in the final. Of course. I want them to do it, bro.
Of course.
You understand me? See? You're with me on this one, yeah? We need Newcastle. They've not
I think Newcastle are due one, aren't they?
Years, brother. Yeah,
they drew one.
These guys have not won a trophy, man. They need to do it. Just give them a chance,
you know what?
man.
You know what? If they do to Newcastle, it probably will be their year. You know, they probably want to that passionate to win something, and you know, let's see how it goes on the day. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen. When Tottenham came there, listen, they did not lay a glove on you. Look, Big Ange, he's all over the place right now. Is this guy destined for the sack? Because he's making a lot of excuses. He's blaming the media that there's an agenda against him and that. But look, you know, yes, I get it. He has got a lot of injuries, pretty much the whole first team out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But he has to change the way he plays. You know, this thing about the same thing with Amorim, sticking to their principles. We talked about this last week, Big D, about, you know, looking for them to at least change their principles. And because they're so stuck in their ways, this could come out and you know, bite them on the backside. Now, Ange now, it's just the way it is. It's the way it is, mate. You know what I mean? Look at the reporter when you're talking to them. Yeah, like me.
Yeah, he can't with Bobby, can he?
But can't keep eye contact, man. You know what I'm saying? But they go there. Literally, they laid down and you tickle their stomach, mate. They were absolutely useless. Tell gets the goal, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, you comfortably slap them.
And he was woeful until that goal.
Yeah, he was. He was
woeful until that goal.
But then 10 million on him.
Yeah, but I suppose as well, it's a whole. He's coming into a bad team. A team that is not. Obviously with the injuries, but not playing good football. So it's hard as a new boy to come in and feel like you can just drag a team up because, you know, like new player bounce. There was nothing there, man.
Can't help but players' confidence at all.
No, he can't. No.
Yeah, no. I mean, the goalkeeper for the first. No, that was the Tottenham. Sorry, that was when they went out in the FA Cup, wasn't it? When the goalkeeper, he's young. I get it. He's young, but what's his name? Kingsky. I think his name is Kingsky. Where Jacob Ramsey, hits it from outside. I don't know where Podro was and the rest of the guys. They were pushed up so far. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in 3-4 days, they've gone out of 2 cups. You know what I mean?
These guys have got like they're already on the beach now. That's what it feels like. I get it. These man's already on the beach, mate.
Bro, I get it. Listen, he's got a lot of youngsters there. Jed Spence was probably the best player in both games, but the man's running. He's all over the place. You know what I mean? But they got Gray, who's a midfielder playing in defence. As a Poro, they've got no defenders. Because Van der Ven came back and then he's gone back out injured again.
Well, they rushed him back as well, no, Van der Ven. There was no need. You rushed him back quickly because you got desperate. Yeah. And now that's affected you even more. Because if you have one, it's like you have one strong defender that can organise the others, straight away you're a better team.
Yeah.
But you rush him back, who is your best defender, and then what? It was winning in 2 games, was it? He's out again. So you look at that man management, the trainers, the physios. It's just like somebody should have got fired for that. That's ridiculous.
Big up Arsenal X-Rated, man. If you don't know, please go and subscribe. Subscribe to him, man. Doing bits, man. I think he was just on a stream with Lee Gunner discussing the Arsenal plight, mate. Yeah, internal solutions, IT solutions. Say what you want. We will come to Arsenal. Don't worry about that, X-Rated. We will be there. We will be there. Yeah, sorry, Big D. You say?
Yeah. So you look at why do they have so many injuries for one? And then you look at the management of getting the players back. And football players will always say, yeah, I'm good, boss. But you got the technology to know, you know what I mean? To know, actually, he's not quite there. I'm not going to rush him back because it's still a long season. There's still a lot of football to be played. And so I look at that. They've literally lost the spine. And no team really competes well without at least 60% of their spine in the squad on a regular. We've seen it. So, but like you say, Andrew didn't help himself
to be fair,
with the high line either.
Yeah, but D, to be fair, I mean, listen, when he's been 18 months now with Tottenham, and his first maybe 10 games, you saw the best of Ange. Since then, mate. Yeah. I mean, listen, in all competitions already this season, they've lost 16 games. Wow, 16 games.
That's worse than us.
They're sitting currently 40. I'm talking about all comps. I'm talking about all comps. Yeah, all comps, mate. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I understand. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, you lost a lot of players. Arsenal in that same position, but this is by design with Arsenal. Yeah, this is by design because I'm going to keep going back to the summer window and the appalling January window that was not. And we will come on to Arsenal. Don't you worry about that. But sorry.
I think Ange has some key players that are not really being leaders in the team. Son hasn't really. Yeah, Son
he's literally. I mean, this guy is literally falling off a cliff. You know what I mean? If you play him out on the left,
he's not offering much, is he?
It ain't happening. And he had that massive chance. He had that massive chance where the ball was laid across to him, and he's hitting straight at the keeper. You're like, this guy 3 seasons ago. I mean, he taken by Leverkusen. He would have buried that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but his confidence as well, though, Norm.
His confidence. His captain.
I think when a player's confident, those chances are bread and butter. He just slots it wide to the goalkeeper. Yes, Junior, big up yourself. Yeah. So when you're watching what he's doing there, you're just like, as he fronts howling mentally of trying to carry this team and this team, which is a weakened team.
What is he that? 31, 32? Do you know what I mean? But his legs are gone. His legs is gone. He might be probably better being deployed down the middle and just what Harry Kane, before he went to Bayern Munich, he's not the quickest, you know what I mean? So he's probably better if he's deployed down there, you know what I mean? But
play him in the 8. You can play him in the 8, can't you, really? Rather than in that.
I don't know if he's got the legs to be getting up and down. He's not the legs to get up and down. He should just play not even say on the shoulder, but just around that. You know what I mean? Because he's not.
Yeah.
He's lost his legs. He's lost his legs. He's lost his legs, man.
I don't know if you can play the false nine, coach. I still think you need legs to play the false nine as well.
Well, what do you play him then? On the bench?
Exactly. Well, yeah. As in, you use him as an impact player, but you can't. He's one of the highest paid players at Spurs. You can't have him. You captain as an impact player in the Premier League, but
you know why he's there, guys. We know why Son is there, don't we?
Yeah,
it's about the shirt sales, mate. You know, look at the fans over in South Korea.
Yeah,
they lose him. Right, I know we've got another guy coming through, another South Korean guy coming through, but you know they're right. They're open on him. You know, but he's not found any form this season. He has properly fallen off. And as I say, Tottenham, you know, in the league alone, I think they've lost 13 games. They've lost more than, I think it's the same for you guys. You've lost more than you've won. And I know, yes, Big D, some of that came under Ten Hag, but Ruben Amorim, sticking to his principles and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of that same.
But you know what, no? The principles are not. It's not really what bothers me. Not even the 4-3-3. It's I think I said it last week. It's playing defenders as wing backs. It's looking at Ugarte and knowing that you don't have to play Ugarte in every game when we've got 70% of the possession.
Especially when you're not home.
Yeah.
He was terrible. He was terrible in that Leicester game, by the way.
And then he's dying on the Portuguese sword. So Dalot and Bruno can stink up the joint game after game after game and not get drops. And so I look at it and say, bro, favoritism were going to get you fired. And I almost feel like he ain't even bothered now. If they fire me, so be it. I'm going to do me. We had this new guy come in. We've been screaming as fans to get Dalot off that left side. What does he do? Plays Dalot on the left and a new guy on the right. He just got him as a left back or as a left wing back. And he plays him on the right.
D, you know Dalot, man. I mean, the man is sucking. The man is sucking up to it, you know what I mean?
It's mad.
He come up with a statement. I sent it in our chat, and I'll just quickly read it. Diego Dalot, has boldly suggested that Manchester United, and I don't know if anybody in the chat believes this, and do you believe this, D? Does Dalot believe this? Well, I'm going to read you the statement. It says, Amorim has overseen a turbulent first 3 months in charge of Old Trafford. I'll say it was turbulent, okay? And he says they're currently sitting 13th in the table. United have not lifted the league title since Alex Ferguson's final season in 2013. So that's a long time ago, mate. Wow, look, I mean, it's a lot shorter than our one, but I'll tell you what, bro, for a Man United club of your size, let me just carry on. However, Dalot believes that Amorim has shown the group enough for them to feel he is the person to restore past glories. Is that the case, Big D? Do you think that Dalot really believes what he's saying there?
Well, I'm going to give you a crazy stat, right? And regardless of the trophies, in the last 10 seasons, we've been to 8 finals and won 5, and the team is garbage. So what does that say about the league?
What does it say about Arsenal?
I didn't want to go there, Norm. I'm just saying.
Listen, just say it, brother.
No. But what I'm saying is that, in my mind, we've been a very inconsistent team under all these managers. But yet in a decade, we've gone to 8 finals, lost 3, won 5. Not won a Champions League, not won a Premier League. So it's all been Europa, FA Cup, League Cup. But that's us at our worst, apparently. You know what I mean? So there's a real, like the narrative.
I mean, you're pretty much a cup team, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Pretty much a cup team. And you stand a good chance of maybe retaining the title and doing it again. Right. You know what I mean? You could beat Man City, who just got past. Was it Leighton Orient? Mad fluky goal from them. But then they restore parity. De Bruyne gets the winner. They made a load of changes as well. But look, it could be another match.
Is that what we want as a team, though? Just to be a cup team? No.
Well, at the moment, until Amorim gets the players he wants, and you know what, your new defender that you pull, for argument's sake, and you know what I'm going to go and say here. He's a left-sided. He was brought in to replace, I believe, Luke Shaw. players either left-sided wing back. He's a left-footed defender. Yeah, is it Drew?
Yeah, no, like he brought him
but
as
he's left-footed, isn't he? Yeah, he's left-footed.
Yeah, left-footed. Yeah.
But he played him on the right.
That's what I'm saying. So this man is handicapping himself by being. It's just like you got.
Why are these guys trying to be so clever? This whole systematic
football
and these managers today, they're always trying to be. I don't know. These young managers, or we wouldn't call them hipster managers that want to stick by their principles.
It's this hybrid nonsense, Norm.
Why not just play natural football? Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa. They play proper football, mate.
Because, like, I could be wrong on this. If my team defensively stays, if my team defensively stays in its defensive shape, whatever it is, 3, 5 things, I actually don't mind if we look slightly out of shape in possession of the football and we're scoring goals. But these managers want you in shape offensively, in shape defense. You know what I mean? It's too rigid.
Too rigid, mate.
So this whole you've always got to look at the play out from the back option before anything else. Well, sometimes just go long and skin the slower defenders.
Yeah.
Skin a ball over the top to skin the slower defenders. I mean centre backs.
Yeah.
We rarely do it, and it's like I don't get it. It's just robotic, Norm.
The thing is, not every team is versatile, and you just got to have like those players who can stick in their positions and play to the best of their ability.
But Kofi, take your team, Liverpool. They can change formation or adapt to the other team.
Yeah.
What you see is he doesn't play the same system all the time, so you don't know what and he adapts to the other team. Arsenal is literally ball to Raya. I mean, Raya's like playing like an on-field player because he spends most of the time outside his 18-yard box. Yeah, and it's literally pass back. He's in his position. He's where he's meant to be. If he's not there, it falls down. It's the same. The same with Man United. The same with Chelsea. Yeah, these managers, they're cut from the same cloth where they just feel that they have to stick to their principle and not just go out and play. Systematic football has really messed up the Premier League, and that's down to Pep. Yeah, Pep can do it the best. Pep can do it the best.
But you're watching Pep suffer with it now, Dom.
He's suffering with it now because he's got a lot of aging players. I get that. You know what I mean? You saw that because we ran through their midfield and put 5 past them. Yeah. You saw last night what happened with the mistakes that they're making. Yeah. They were winning 2-1. And, mistake from Kovacic. He plays the ball over the top. Nico tries to kick it back to, I don't know why my man was, Edison was out of his area. Yeah. When I say out of his area, come to fetch the ball. And Vinicius has just lobbed it over, hoping it would go in. And then, my man's just come in and just say, thank you very much. Put that in the back of the net. You know what I mean? And Jude does it and they do their celebration. You know what I mean? 3-2. They now go back to the burner bar. And I think that they're going to get slapped there. Man City, I was hoping that Man City would go through because not to say that we're going to go any further because I don't know how we're going to fare up against Juve or Feyenoord or PSV, depending on who gets through once they play their legs. But listen, if we're thinking we're going to go far in the Champions League, bro, people need to wake up and smell the coffee. They really need to wake up and smell the coffee. But so going back, the football is not nice to watch. It's not palatable. It's actually boring. And most of the time you're hearing that you're sitting there and you're falling asleep. You get me?
It's hard to stomach now. It really is.
It is hard to stomach. It is hard to stomach. But I think the teams that are playing the best kind of football is definitely Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa. Did you see? I mean, Aston Villa, Morgan Rogers, people. Morgan Rogers.
He's a handful.
What a baller. What a baller. They got that guy from Middlesbrough, for I think it was 7 million euros. And then by the time they do the add-ons and everything, it'll take up to 15. Wow. Yeah?
Exactly.
Right. This guy, and listen, he's not a world-class, but he's this guy, can he shield the ball? Yes, he can shield the ball. Can he run with the ball? Man's just flying off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That guy is a player. Now, he come from the Man City Academy. Yeah,
There
he
you
came
go.
from the Man City Academy, and then they loaned him out. I can't remember where he went to, but I know eventually he went to Middlesbrough, and then Aston Villa bought him from Middlesbrough. You know what I mean? The guy is only, what, 21? Something like that. Jacob Ramsey,
Right.
another great player. And you look at Aston Villa and you look at the options they've got. They've got Rashford, your ex-player, on loan. And boy, did he come in and put in the shift, Big D. Boy, did he come
You know
in
what?
and put in the shift.
It's a tryhard, didn't know, man. You expected that.
How did
It's a tryhard.
How did I guess that an
Man
Aston
like
Villa
Roger,
man
you
was
know?
gonna? How did I guess that an Aston Villa man gonna turn up on my stream today? Yo, I know what you're saying, yeah. Yes, Mr. Roger, man. You must be proud of your side. Unai Emery, brother, what a manager. That's all I got to say. What a manager. You've got a team, you've got Asensio. I mean, you got him on loan. The options that they've got in terms of attacking players compared to Arsenal, because we didn't know, because there was nothing out there. There was nothing in the market. It was a difficult market. Well, I don't know what market that Arsenal was looking at, but look what Aston Villa done right now. You know what I mean? And to tell you the truth, they're through to the FA Cup. They're gonna be a team. I reckon they could, because they beat Man City in the Premier League already. So they'll deal with them. Emirates survival pack, pillow, sleep mask, a deck of cards for entertainment while the footy goes on. Absolutely, Aaron. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, bro. But yeah, so Big D, Man United, you're through to the next round. I would say the question I had on our thingy was about the VAR situation. Now, listen, Tottenham have got a point because not Tottenham, sorry, Chelsea have got a point because listen, that Lamptey handball, but they said that it didn't lead to a direct goal. So if he had hit his hand and scored, they would have raised it off. But because he cut his hand and then he was passed to Matoma, Matoma scored and hits the winner. But the Chelsea guys, Chelsea fans, Chelsea people were not happy at all. So Big D, not having VAR in the weekend FA Cup fixtures, did that have a positive or negative impact?
Well, positive for us.
Why would you say that, my friend?
Because offside is offside, no matter what game you play. But this is the thing. This is the thing. If you go back 20 years of football, there was bare offside goals because we didn't have VAR.
Yeah.
And teams won and lost. Cried in their car home. Fans cried in their car home. And I said to my brother, if we had VAR in that game, Harry Maguire doesn't even score that header. I guarantee you. Seriously, no. Because
well, you had about 4 players offside.
I know.
So blatant.
It's like because straight away I said to myself, he's offside here.
Yeah.
And then
the lines putting it in line.
I'm trying to remember. But it was because for that split moment, I forgot that there wasn't VAR. So I went, he's offside, he's offside. And then I went, yo, there's no VAR.
You was shameless in our chat, you was absolutely shameless.
Why was I shameless? Because this is the thing,
come on, Maguire. Come on, slap it.
I said, come on, slap it. And I tell you why I said that, right? Because, like I said, if there was VAR in that game, Harry Maguire doesn't score that goal. Not because he's offside, because every header he makes in the box doesn't go on target. So the one that goes on target is offside, and there's no VAR. And it's like, you can't even make this up, mate. And it's in Fergie time. You know what I mean? The whole combination of all these things that went for us rather than against us in that moment of no VAR.
You talk about Fergie time. Like, oh, yeah. People saying, oh, you scored in Fergie time. And then the question was put to Van Nistelrooy. And he said, oh, Man United scored in Fergie time. Yeah, it scored in Fergie time, and Van Nistelrooy just looked at him and said, "No, it was it was offside time." Yeah, that's like,
I was fuming, but
he was fuming, man. Absolutely fuming, bro.
I think with Ruud is that he's under huge pressure. So to get sucker punched out like that in what we could see as an offside goal,
and they were the better side.
You have to feel sorry for him a little bit.
They were the better side.
Yeah, and how often have we said this, Norm? Teams come to Old Trafford and be the better side. And we get away with one, not because we're sparkling on the eye. It's just what it is. Take care, stuff. Look at yourself, bro. So I look at this and say, they're going to lose patience with Ruben because I look at that squad of players, and that's not a squad of players that should be out of the top 10.
Mm.
Regardless of the poor start and the 10, we know what Eric did. He mugged us off. Everyone knows what Eric did, but this is what I said. This is what I said to my brother. I said we were bad in the Eric system, which was a 4-2-3-1. So I can't blame the system of the 3-3-4 whatever we're playing now, the back three thing, because we were awful in the 4-3-2-1 and the Eric, and awful for a long while, and we just literally scumbagged our way to cup finals. And that's why I'll keep him. We just want to go on.
Sorry to cut him.
No, that's good. It's good.
Have you guys ever been good in any system since Fergie left?
Not really. No, that's what I'm saying. This is me. The best we've been, in my opinion, in a system was under Louis van Gaal, and everyone said it was boring football.
Yeah.
If you think about it, we kept the ball under Louis. We weren't scoring as many goals as what we probably scored under Ollie and even Mourinho. Mourinho was quite pragmatic as well. But if you look at, I'm looking at the team shape and what we're doing, Louis van Gaal. So, and then remember, Louis won the FA Cup, but because of the media agenda for Mourinho, they fired him. And so you're like, okay, he's got the team. He was introducing youngsters from the academy, hence how Rashford got into that team, you know. And so this was all Louis. He wins the FA Cup, and they went, listen, man, we're going to go in another direction. And he's like, wow, I just won the FA Cup. I think he finished in the top 4 that year as well. So he finished top 4, won the FA Cup, and got fired. In what world? So it just tells you how poorly the club is run. So we've not played, in my opinion, great football since Louis van Gaal. Wow. And he got fired. So it's like, what
30
do you do?
years,
So,
30 years and you won't win a trophy. No way. At Premier League, sorry.
Premier League. Well, if we... Well, this is the thing. Like, everyone's saying, get Ruben his players, and you'll see. But this is my thing, and I'll go away from football to Tesco's, Asda, or whatever. They're bringing a new GM. So what? You're going to fire everyone on the shop floor so this new GM can bring in all the people he likes to work for Tesco's or Asda, and you'll see a better performing supermarket. Nonsense. He's got good enough players there to figure some stuff out, and he has to help himself by not putting square pegs into round holes or attempting to, and that's what he's been doing.
That's
like, play Bruno in the 8, not in the 10. That way, he has to be disciplined. Even play. You see Anthony, right? Everyone's like, Anthony's this, Anthony's that. But I feel that Anthony could have just stayed till the summer and played as a wing back. And then he put his hands up and saying that it was his decision to let attacking players go and not have anyone come in. Ruben's saying that's his decision. So I'm like, bro, you're chopping your hands off me. What are you doing?
Did Anthony score in the Real Betis game? I'm sure did he score?
He's got an assist and a goal in 2 games.
Okay.
Yes, it's a slower league. I hear all that. But Norm, he's performing. And we could have just kept him and played him at wing back until the summer. But there's an agenda there. And then same with the Brazilian boys. You got rid of Anthony, you're not giving Kaz no minutes. Why? Yeah, Bruno, and like I said earlier, Bruno and Jalot can stink up the joint game after game and know that they're starting. That's why Jalot come out and said, yeah, man, see my Portuguese boss? Yeah, man, yeah, he's the guy. He hasn't shown me he's the guy yet, Norm, because the truth is, he's been worse than Eric when it comes to results. And that's just factual. That's not even digging it. And I'm not saying fire him. I'm saying that Jason Wilcox needs to sit him down and say, right, no more square holes, no more square pegs in round holes, and I need you to win some games. That means you got to tweak it a little bit. That means you can go three at the back defensively, but then it changes. No, sorry, 4 at the back defensively. 3 at the back defensively.
He's playing 5 at the back.
Yeah,
he's doing that at home as well.
Maybe you guys need good old Northgate to come in
No, because I'm not saying fire him, because you can't fire somebody after 3 months. That's just ridiculous. But what I'm saying is, because you have a director of football, he got to sit him down and say to him, "Listen, my guy, got nothing wrong, no problem with you playing that three at the back, but your wing backs have to be attacking players, even if that means you pull a attacking winger from the academy and you play him on. You play your new boy on the left, because that's what you bought him for, and you play someone from the academy, or you play Ahmad there. I don't even mind if he plays Ahmad on the right, because I think you've seen that Ahmad can play either in the 10 or as a wing back and be effective in both positions creatively. But I don't want to see no more defenders playing wing backs moving forward. You got 3 bully beef guys playing in the 3 centre back roles, and a defensive midfielder in Agati. That's 4 defenders there. You don't need the wing backs playing as defenders. He's been an idiot with that, and quite pig-headed actually. If I would tell Mr. Ruben, listen, my guy, no more defenders as wing backs, and let Bruno come back in the 8, and then you whatever. Garnacho's learning it, even though Garnacho's drifting to the wide. He's trying to learn how to adapt to playing this 10, where he's more central rather than hogging the touchline. He's a hogging the touchline kind of winger. But if he adapts this, when he moves on, he's going to be a great player, because he can now play 2 or 3 positions for his new governor. So it's in his best interest to learn that 10 role, as well as improve as a winger, as in down the flanks, getting crosses over. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, I don't want to see no more defenders playing. I'll be fuming if I see what's his name? Delo again playing at wing back at the weekend. I'll be like, nah, he's winding me up, because he's got the personnel to do it regardless. And the strikers, you just got to stick with them till the summer, because you chose not to bring a striker in, or you allowed them to convince you that there's no money there. So did they mug him off? I think they did. But then when he's saying it was his decision to let Anthony go after knowing that Rashford was through the door, then that makes no sense. 2 attacking players, and you don't bring one in. Just one on loan, Norm. I'm not saying buy, just bring a lone striker in. Or a lone... Joao Felix was there. That wanted some game time. You could have gone and got Joao Felix on loan. I don't know, man.
Yeah, man, D. I mean... look, the fans, they are getting, and even top fans are kind of losing patience with him, because he refuses, especially when you're at home as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And his record, in terms of his home record, is probably the worst out of all the, out of all the managers. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I brought it up last week or the week before. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, it is a difficult one, but as I say, knowing him, he's going to stick by his principles. You got a game, a lower mid-table game. I think you'll sit one place above Tottenham. You're going to Tottenham next week. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game, D. How do you think that's all going to play out? That's a proper 6-pointer. Yeah, how's that all going to play out? Because Tottenham came to your ground and slapped you.
Yep.
Now you need to go and
The thing is, he's been better away from home anyway. So I'm actually quite confident we can go there with this weaker Tottenham side and scumbag a 2-1.
Beat them, school them, or draw.
It's not going to be a schooling. I think we go there and scumbag them 2-1, mate. You know what I mean? Because there's no pressure on us. It's not Old Trafford. All the pressure seems to be at Old Trafford, where we can't perform in front of 77,000 fans. Yet we're looking to build 100,000 seaters. How's that going to work? If you can't perform in front of 77,000, are you going to perform in front of 100K? Even more noise in your head. Even more eyes on you. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, don't be surprised if we go there and win 2-1 on the road. Yeah, don't be surprised at that at all.
And I suppose if you do go there, which is interesting, if you do go there and beat them 2-1, what happens to Ange? I mean, Chile's not here to defend his
There's no one to replace him, no. Otherwise, I think they would have fired him already.
Because Daniel Levy, I think, you're reading some of the posts, and they don't. It seems like they don't have no intention. I mean, a lot of them want Poch to come back, who's probably been their best manager. I mean, he's got them to a level, you know what I mean? But didn't get no money, you know, to spend. I'm sort of saying.
If you look at Daniel Levy, he knows that if he fires Ange and puts Ryan Mason in it,
mate,
the fans will lose their minds. And that's the only reason why he hasn't done it. And does he reluctantly go and beg Poch pardon and bring him back in? Then there's the whole saving face. If I bring Poch back after I declined him when he wanted to come
but
back.
the thing is, this is a chairman that's reluctant to spend any more money. Like he's good at getting in the money for other sports, but to put into the team after building the stadium like that, you know.
Plus, Kofi, you have to remember as well, you're gonna have to pay off Poch to bring a new manager in, and I can't remember how much. I think Poch has still got another 2 years on that deal, maybe 2 years plus a 1 year extension. So forget the 1 year extension. 2 years' wages. I mean, what's Poch on? Around 6-7 grand, 7 million a year.
Yeah.
So you got it. If you just say 14 million to get rid of Poch, Ange, 14 million to get rid of Ange. It's
100,000 will generate more money for Glazers and Ratcliffe. Football results will be second place.
Exactly.
It seems like Ineos, the axe is still going. He's looking to get rid of another 100. Is it 100 or 200 people?
I saw Fab said 100 today.
It was 100. Okay, I know JP understands that because JP said in the last stream that he gets it why Ineos is doing it, because if you're going in and you're looking at the books, because he's put in, I think is he invested something like 250? I thought it was more than that. He's only invested 250 mil. I was reading.
Who?
Ineos.
So Jim, yes, because they don't forget, Norm, he done the initial 1.4, 1.5 billion, and then he put another 200 or 300 million, apparently from his own pocket, to just fix some things, the gym, patch up the leaky roof, all that kind of stuff. So I can't say I'm knocking him.
And did he get any rat taps by any chance?
He probably didn't know. Yeah, and they were big rats as well. You see them rats, bro? Man said rats like 2 foot long rats and all that. I said, what in the world? Probably really exaggerating, but you imagine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But something JP said to me, he said they should have just done that in one hit. He said, even though it's 2024 redundancy, now 2025, it's in the same season. So people are just looking at, we're still in the same season, and now you're cutting us 100 jobs. But when he came in, apparently, I can't remember where I read it, he was saying that when they were looking at personnel, we hired 500 more people. What's up? Big up yourself, my guy. Yeah, apparently we have 500 more people working for the operation more than Man City.
Wow.
And I'm like, how does that work? So we were proper overstaffed under under the Glazers and the Bristol Street bankers. Because everyone jobs for the boys. Oh yeah, I get my cousin and he can do that. Put him on the payroll. And I think over the years of doing that, because you remember Sir Jim said, right, everyone at home with a Man United laptop, I want back in the office. They all lost their minds. Because he don't know what they're doing at home. They're showing up for game days. But what you actually doing for the club at home on the company laptop? Playing Fortnite. So he goes, nah, everyone back to the office. So once he got everyone back to the office, his boys now, his team are going around and finding out, Roy, so tell me what you do for Manchester United. If I start stammering and stuttering, and be like, okay, put Darwin on the list. And I think that's what you've done. They've done due diligence. We don't need all these people to run a football club. It's ridiculous. There's no way we should have 500 more staff than Man City. That makes no sense. But here we are. So it's very sad that there isn't another way. But what he's trying to do is stop the bleeding from the Glazers. And whether we agree with it or not, it's not as plain and light. But when Old Trafford is him, well, on the football side of it, you know what I mean? It's on his dime. Now people say, well, he's a billionaire. Yeah, billionaires don't spend their own money, guys. Trust me, they don't spend their own money unless they really have to. So him dropping 300 million of his alleged own money is a big deal because they don't do that. The Glazers don't do that, no. they're always borrowing. Hence, our borrowing
Yeah.
is through the roof. It's yeah. So
Crazy.
it's sad.
But look,
But
this, as I say, big 6-pointer. Is it Super Sunday?
is that one? Yeah, so yeah, because I think are we not playing? Are we playing tomorrow?
No, you can't be playing tomorrow, can you?
What's tomorrow?
What?
Thursday. Have we not got Thursday night football? I don't know. I got to check. No, I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have, Bobby.
I don't think you have.
Because it's Champions League this week, isn't it?
Yeah, you can check.
I'm going to check now. I'm just
I think
checking now.
you might play the what's the name?
So it might be a Saturday game.
Because remember, but didn't you guys make it? Didn't you make it in the top 8?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you made it in the top 8,
okay.
You don't have to do the playoffs. You haven't got no games. You have to do the playoffs.
Oh, Super Sunday, 16:30 on Sunday.
Well, we look forward with bated breath for that game. And the problem is, bro, it's a 6-pointer, but
yeah, a big one at that.
And could heads roll after that game. Watch this space, people. Watch this space.
The thing is, the way Amrin's talking, Norm, he's talking like he knows they're not going to fire him. Because he said some reckless stuff. You have to admit that over the last month or two, and you're saying, "Bloody hell, we wouldn't get away with that at work."
Oh, you've gone purple, Big D. You've gone purple. You said something about Amrin. Have you said something about Amrin?
This is the Glazers. This is. They don't want me to talk. Hold on, I'm going to close my camera.
Go in and come back up. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, I go on there. They got me.
Try that again.
They got me.
No, man, what's going on with your thing, your camera? Try going in and coming back in, yeah?
Yeah. Let me do that now. Let me do
what's
that.
Going on there, man? If not, we're going to be watching D in purple.
What in the world?
Singing Purple Rain.
Edit.
Right, listen, we're gonna move on to the Arsenal stuff, yeah, and hopefully we'll have a special guest coming in to discuss this, because we've got a lot to say. Big Kofi, I've got a lot to say about this club, yo. Got a lot to say about this club. And look, let's just put it right. Yeah, let's put it right, yeah. We go to Newcastle after beating Man City 5-1, okay? After beating Man City 5-1, and we go and put in that performance, yeah? And what made it worse, after we beat Man City 5-1, we didn't do nothing in the transfer window. Diddly squat. We went in for Ollie Watkins. They wanted 60 mil. We said we can only give him 40. You got Jason Wilcox. You got Ato, sorry. You got Richard Garlick, Josh or whatever. I don't know. Let me just add D back to here.
That's fair.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what's going on there. So hopefully we'll have another Arsenal man coming in. Hopefully, if he's still watching, he can click on the link, because we're now going to be talking about the Arsenal. We go to St. James's Park to try and overturn a 2-0 league. Guys, what do you think? Like, after you saw the way we dispatched of Man City, all right, we still needed a striker, right, in the window, because you saw that Kai Havertz miss, and then Haaland goes and equalised. But we just took the game by the scruff of the neck, said, stuff your tactics, Arteta. We're going to take the game and go on and win that game 5-1. So now you're going in. Listen, it's a tough place to go, because remember, in the 2 games that we've gone there, we've only had 1 shot on target there. That game we didn't have no shots on target. Yeah, they didn't have VAR, which is a crazy thing. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have VAR in that game, which I found kind of. No, sorry, they did have VAR. Sorry, tell a lie. They did have VAR in that game, because when whilst I was doing our stream last week, my son come in and goes, yeah, what's the name has scored? You know, his actually scored. Brilliant player. Someone that we should have got about 2 seasons ago, but we decided that we're going to go and put the money on Kai Havertz. You know what I'm trying to say, which is absolutely ridiculous. And the thing is, for me, you know, we go to Newcastle, and literally, you know, we went out with a whimper. And after losing, coming out another semi-final, yeah, that was our best chance, people. Guys, if anything, that would have been our best chance of winning any kind of silverware. Yeah, and we go and do that and give that performance. Saliba, I don't know what's going on with Saliba. You saw my thumbnail, yeah? Special knock. Real Madrid have a special knock. Yeah,
Yeah, he's been tapped up,
and
he's playing like he's been tapped up, no.
But I think his head has been turned. I really do think his head has been turned. And I'll tell you, the way we're going right now this season, I don't know if I'm going to see him at the end of the season. Yeah, he was even, whilst they, they've been rewarded for losing, going out to Dubai, sunning up themselves and everything.
Salt-based steaks.
Salt-based steaks and all of that. Yeah. Absolute joke. You know what I mean? And, one of the fans was there because they're out there, PR stuff going on, signing the shirts and selling more merch and all of that. And one of the guys from Dubai said, "Look, Saliba, you're not going to Real Madrid. You're not going to Real." And all he did was a kind of little, one of the little dodgy laughs, like to it. And he said,
"Yeah, nervous laughing.
Inshallah, God's willing. You know what I mean? God's will." So I don't know. The man is the man. You know what I mean? And listen, he could be bringing Gabriel into the equation as well because he's looking at his side. It's not one side, but he's looking at the side. People, he's looking at the side. Yeah, we're not improving up front. Yeah, because Gabriel is scoring most of the goals, which is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Saliba had a terrible game in that game. He got twisted up by his sack. Yeah, his head was not in the right place. His head in the last few games, his head's not being in the right headspace, and I don't know if it's got anything to do with because now Real Madrid are saying we want to get this guy in the summer because they've got a couple of injuries, as you saw from the game yesterday. Yeah. They've got people out, defenders, central defenders out, and they're going to make Saliba the priority. This summer, right? Now he's got 2 years left on his contract. I don't know if there's anything in this clause to say whether you can extend it for an extra year, but at the moment, it's 2 years. When we come to the end of the season, June, it's 2 years. Yeah. If he now starts running that down, and his agents are going to get in his ear and that, Arsenal. I don't know if Arsenal put a price tag on him or whatever. If it's 150 mil, 100 mil, I don't know. Right. And would they sell him? Would they sell him to maybe go and get a half decent striker in the 25-20 season coming? I don't know, but it doesn't look good for Arsenal right now with our injuries and everything that's going on with the club, where we fail to plan and planning to fail, or either way you want to put it round, that's what's happening with Arsenal. Yeah, planning to fail is failing to plan, and that is what Arsenal have done because the window in the summer was not addressed, and if it was addressed, it was addressed with the wrong players because we decided that we're going to bring in another central defender who is now playing at left back that gets injured. We're now going to go and bring in Moreno, who still don't know what he does. Yeah, was once at Newcastle. Why do you think they let him go? Yeah, he's about third choice in Real Sociedad. But we wouldn't have spent 30 plus million on this guy. We spent nearly 80 plus million on two players when we could have gone and done. I sound like a scratch record because you probably heard the same thing this week, and you probably heard the same thing last week. So I'm sorry, I'm going to keep going over it because you have to hold the club and you have to hold Arteta, the whole of the club, accountable. And a lot of these fans are not holding these not even the players now. I'm talking about Arteta, the hierarchy. They're not holding them accountable. You know what I mean? No. Because now they're just swanning off to Dubai, enjoying themselves. And you've got people paying their hard-earned cash, Big D, to go up to Newcastle. Yeah? And then they go next day, you see them out in Dubai, sunning themselves.
So you said the Dubai thing, though. Was just that for winter training? Or you played games?
Listen, let me just say this now. There was no winter break or nothing. It was a cup break for them. It was called a cup break. Yeah? They went out of 2 cups, yeah? He was questioned. He was questioned, are you going to Dubai? Guys, I don't know. This was in his previous...
he said he didn't know they were going.
Of course they knew. Of course they knew. They decided that they're going to take Saka with them, yeah? Because he said Saka, now that Saka's injured, he needs to have a long-term rest, recuperate and everything, but they decided to bring him to Dubai. All of a sudden now he's in the pictures. I don't know if you saw the training what he was doing. Yeah, he was just doing stretches and that. He's got a massive scar on the back of his leg where he's had the operation. Right now, doctors have said that type of operation was a grade 3 tear. Yeah, could be anywhere. He did this in December. Could be anywhere from 4 to 6 months. But we're hearing that he's coming back in March. So what Arsenal do? they start taking pictures of him stretching that. Can I see him coming back? Are they going to rush him back? Because if they do rush him back, it's going to be disastrous for him. Yeah, look at Michael Owen. Look what happened to Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Why are you rushing him back? Why are you rushing him back?
You're hoping that there's people around him to say to him, listen, you're young, you've got years ahead of you. Do not let this Arteta brother try and save his job off your back.
But he runs his guys into the ground. He runs them into the ground, bro.
To be fair, this thing happened with Rashford, Norms, when he was playing injured for Ollie, because Ollie tried to save his job. And look at Rashford now. You know what I mean? So if I'm Starboy, I'm looking at Rashford over at Old Trafford and saying, yeah, man, this guy was trying to run through brick walls injured, Ollie than a Solskjaer. And United still fired Ollie anyway. And now look where he is. So that's a prime example for me, where I think Rashford should have just said, no more injections, I'm injured. Because this is what the Dutch players do, and the French players. When they're injured, they're injured. They're not taking injections to play for these managers, because they know it's their one set of legs, their one set of knees and ankles. And I'm hoping the people around him are sensible, Norm, and those people around him tell him, "Nah, bro,
big up. This is welcome, Aaron. This is Arsenal. One of my padrins, online padrins. And listen, man, he knows the score. He said it's going to be PG rated. So whatever I say, I hope it doesn't get you riled up. Yeah, if you do, I've got some salt for you. Yeah, but big up to you for coming on the show.
What's that mouth up,
bro? We're just dealing with the Arsenal section, and bro, listen, over to you, Aaron, mate, because you go to the games, you know what's going on there. It's an absolute joke. You've seen what's happened. You know, we've gone to Dubai, or we've gone there to go and get the Dubai Cup or the Duke Cup, whatever you want to call it, because we've been duped. Yeah, the fans have been duped. Merchandise after merchandise. 49. Somebody made up a song about 49 merchandise.
49 merch releases.
But listen, Aaron, give your take. Give your take on Arsenal and what they're doing, mate, because this is an absolute joke.
Yeah, well, first off, obviously, thank you very much for the invite. Gentlemen, pleasure to be on the panel with you. Chat, don't forget, show the boys some love, like and support, and sub as well. You know,
yeah, Kofi's got to go. So Kofi Slotter's got to go. Kofi, don't worry, bro.
Yeah, Kofi, catch you later, bro.
He's got to go and watch his game now, innit?
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, it's on, Aaron, yeah.
Well, it's almost like where do you want to start? There's so many things wrong. I said this with Lee earlier, yeah. We haven't even kicked a football, and already it's just misery after misery as the day goes by. Today, obviously, we wake up with somewhat the news that Kai's definitely out for the season. Now, that shouldn't really be an issue in itself, because what Arsenal Football Club, half a decade in, spending £750 million, should be going, oh yeah, so what? Kai's injured, not very nice, but don't worry, because we've got so-and-so. But unfortunately, this injury completely condemns us to a front three with no one else coming on. And that's sort of worrying, you know. It's worrying in itself how the club have not only let really the fans down, but actually they've let the players down. Because now they've sort of said to Havertz before his injury, yep, you know, this is what we're going to be going with for the next, I said on my stream, I think 19 games, if you include the Champions League sort of run. We've got 19 more games. That's a lot of games.
A lot of football,
players. And now we're down to 3. Obviously, that means we've got Trossard up front, we've got Sterling, and we've got Ethan Nwaneri. Now, Trossard's been blown hot and cold all season. And he looks like at times he doesn't really want to be there. So that's our now striker, doesn't really fancy it. We've got on the left-hand side, Raheem the Dream. Don't worry, you haven't seen the best of you yet. Well, we haven't seen anything of you yet, Raheem. This is the problem. And you've got poor Ethan Nwaneri. Help me, Ethan Nwaneri. You are my only hope for the Star Wars fans out there. You know, he's just come in and he's halfway through his first year, you know, and he hasn't completed a game of football yet, not 90 minutes. And now we're expecting him, you know, in his breakthrough season halfway through it, to come in and sort of be almost a saviour. It's a sorry state that we've got ourselves in. Boys, Arsenal fans, Norms. I know Big D, you might be enjoying a little bit of the disharmony at Arsenal right at the minute, being United, but it's not great. It's really bad, and I've lost the sort of want to go to the games. I've had a season ticket for a good few years now. When I turn up there, I feel like it's a chore. Watching the football isn't very attractive. We've seen that decline over the years. We've seen almost everything. Norms, let's get it right. We've watched football. We've seen everything decline. We've seen the squad decline. We've seen the signings decline. We've seen the football decline. And now we're seeing the points tally decline. Yeah. Everything's declining. We're not scoring as many goals and we're conceding more.
What's happened to the set pieces?
It's a worry. That's funny that, no one's zooming in on the set piece coach anymore, are they?
Anymore?
That is? Exactly. It's because it's not sustainable over 38 games, gentlemen. It's not difficult, is it? You know, it's frustrating, and to know that we've almost got a prison sentence of that 3 until March. And let's get it right. A point that you was fantastically making before I jumped on. They'll destroy Bukayo Saka. They will. They've already half ruined his career. If they rush that kid back, they'll destroy him. They'll end him. Yeah. They're ruining him. They'll finish him if they rush him back. Jack Wilshere vibes, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what I was saying. This is what I was saying to Normski before you came on, that the people around him have to just sit him down and say, do not let this guy ruin your career, because that's what will happen. Because he'll talk to him and say, listen, you're my guy, you're my dependable. Like, how does it feel? It'll almost psychologically bully him into saying, you know what, I'll give it a go. And if he breaks down again, then what? You know, you can't keep doing that to these young players, because you look at Saka. He's saying he's got another 10 years in him easily of decent level of football, even if he doesn't stay at Arsenal for them 10 years. But he's got to be looking at the next contract after this is a very big one for him. Don't let Arteta mess that up for you because of injuries and then repeated injuries. Because like Norm said, the scar looks crazy that he's got. So that's a proper repair job they've done on him there.
Yeah.
So even if he says, you know what, I'm actually going to sit out to the summer and look after my body because this guy don't really care.
100%.
And that is the problem.
You're 100% right.
He's run, these guys. He's running all the team ragged. Yeah, I'm not an Havertz fan. He's running everybody ragged. Yeah. How is it that you can go to Dubai and end up picking a torn hamstring? Apparently they were doing a press drill. This is in the warm Dubai.
I'm about to say in warm weather training, you're getting injured. Yeah. You're pulling your hamstrings in warm weather training, not in the cold rain and damp of England, in the heat of there. It's madness, Norm.
So it'd be interesting. I mean, I'm sure you're going to be looking at his press conference tomorrow because I want to hear what this guy's had to say. What excuses he's going to come up with.
He's going to lie on.
Well, listen, as you can see on our screen, there's 3 guys there with X's. Saka, I can't personally see him coming back until if anything, I know they're going to try and push it, but he has to get match fit and all of that. Yeah, and I'm more looking at the latter part of April, probably beginning of May.
Yeah,
that's pretty
much the season ends. Yeah.
You've got now, we're hearing the story of Albert's now out for the season. Martinelli's going to miss about 7 games. We have a situation now, people, where, internal solutions, IT solutions, whatever you want to call it, because, me and Aaron, we've invested into the IT solutions. This is your internal solutions, people. Sterling, Trossard, and Ethan Nwaneri. Sterling, the dream. Yeah, he's gonna get the best out of this guy. You haven't seen the best of me, bro. I'm still waiting. I saw this brother in Jamaica. Yeah, I took a picture with him. I know Aaron's got to go in a bit because he's got another.
No. I mean, we're still waiting, as in like the time, isn't it? We're still waiting.
Listen. You got Trossard, who plays the false 9. Yeah, probably he does that his best. Yeah, you got a young Ethan Nwaneri who has had not the minutes. Yeah, he's gonna come on now, and the shoulders. He's gonna be a weight on him. He's 17 years old. Yeah. Now the problem is we're playing with this front three. What if any one of these guys get injured? Who we got? When we play Chelsea next month, it was a point made by Curtis Shaw. When we play Chelsea next month, Sterling not eligible. So that means we have nobody on the left-hand side.
He's not, is he? He's on loan.
We have nobody on the left-hand side.
Madness.
Right? Wow. You're going to play Kieran Tierney, which he's done it once or twice already, played him as a left-sided winger.
He don't like him, Norm.
We know that, Big D. But I just want to say, the guy is running out of ideas. Yeah? And this is what we're left with now. This is our free. Do you think this free is going to get us over the line? No. Do you think we're going to do anything in the Champions League? Did you see what Real Madrid did yesterday? They were playing bad. Yeah? They were playing bad, but they still managed to do it. Can you imagine going up against Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, and all them mans?
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, the thing is as well with that is like, you know, our defense may be able to sort of do some sort of job against them, but the real issue, say you go against against the Real Madrid norms, the problem is then is whilst we may be able to sort of cope somewhat with their attack, when we get an opportunity, do you trust that three to take it?
Exactly.
Let's just say, you know, we it's 1-1 in the first leg, and you know we've gone to the Bernabeu,
between the three
and
of
then we
them,
need that chance. One of
I
them
think
three are
between
going
the
to
three,
take that chance.
between the
Yeah.
three of them, they've got no more. If my memory serves me right, in the Premier League, I don't think they've got no more than 6 goals between them.
You're
6,
probably
maybe
right.
7. I don't
Well,
think
you know, Sterling's got none.
Sterling's got none in the Premier
No.
League. Trossard, I think, has got 4. And I think Ethan's got 2.
Right.
That's our attack, Big D. That's our attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a game away to Leicester at the weekend, 12:30 kickoff. I'm not even too sure now. Yeah. All right. Yes, our defense and our midfield might be able to cope with that. Now, I'm hearing things like they might have to even apparently California has played up front before. It's different about this.
Wow.
I've heard Marino and all.
We're talking about Moreno,
Marino,
yeah?
false nine.
This is crazy, but
Green,
this is
yeah.
a club that has failed to plan or planned to fail, and this is what's happened. Because the summer window, you look at what they've done. They went and brought in players, and these players are, you know, squad players. It's not even players that are going to make the. He keeps coming up with his statement. He keeps coming up with his statement that we will only buy players to improve the side. So why is none of these players starting? All of them are bench players, and they get injured. So what we're doing here? It's an absolute joke, and we've spent all this money. Jason A2, Garlic, just all them man, Arteta, they're all culpable, and they need to be made accountable of the mess that we're in right now, right? And a lot of fans now are starting to come around. I know of an ardent Arteta fan. Yeah, today, text me today. I can read his very text what he sent me today after he earned. I'll read it. Yeah, I'm not going to reveal his name, but I'll read what he sent to me, right? Right. This was at what time? This was at 12:23 today. Nunski, I owe you an apology. He called it from early. My patience run out with these clowns. Yeah? They're starting to see through these people because they try to, you know, pull the wool over your eyes, yeah? Bombard you with merchandise. Yeah, you see them out there in the summer, out there in the warm weather and everything. Fans are going to get all giddy and everything. How about winning us a trophy?
You can't keep falling for it, can you?
It's about points tally. I couldn't care less about how many times we've beaten the big 6 sides and all of that. What has it got us, Aaron? What has it got us?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Yeah?
Do you know what the worrying thing is as well?
Go on, mate.
Go on, sorry. Yeah, the worrying thing is as well is like, you know for a fact that he's going to be here still by the summer, 100%. Yeah. And then you think, well, he's going to get the transfer window. And then you think, well, he's definitely not going to be sacked in the first 2 months. Right. Then all of a sudden, you're like, minimum, you're at November, and you're thinking, wow, another 6 months of this. Wow, that's half a year. Like, and you know that was fact because Opta, 98%, has said that because of the coefficiency, 5th place is very, very, very likely to be awarded to England in the Champions League. So what I'm saying is if he finishes 5th and gets that sweet Champions League money, that's all the Broncos care about. He's to stay 150%. Absolutely.
And plus, this is his team, Aaron. Plus, this is his team as well.
Yeah, this is his team. He has no excuses. He has no excuses. And the thing is, I keep hearing this thing, and fair enough, I keep hearing this thing about, Arteta has been crying out for strikers throughout the January window. But Aaron, if I'm hearing it wrong, where I've seen some of his press conferences, I'm sure on a couple of occasions they've asked him, do you need strikers? And what was his answer? A big no.
Yeah, that was after 6. I'm sorry.
Right. But I would say the only reason because of that is because you started losing players. Jesus, he brought it up and said, when he kept asking, he goes, excuse me, sorry. He goes, why didn't you, you had a couple of fans having a go at you because you didn't buy no thing. He goes, well, the reason why, if we didn't lose Saka, if we didn't lose Saka and Jesus, so he had no intentions of buying. Now, all of a sudden now, it's like, when you hear big accounts saying, he's been crying out, and listen, the owners need to be gone because they're just not footballing people. They don't know how to run this club.
No.
They picked this guy, who has not the ability and the from the very start, I'm talking about the experience of running a club of this size. His talent ID is just out the window.
Shocking.
It's shocking. So, and this is what we're left with. If you look at the 31 players this guy bought, and maybe out of those 31 players, 7 to 8 players,
one hand, maybe,
or maybe one hand.
Yeah.
So half of them are on loan.
And do you know what the worrying thing is as well, Norms? When you say that, right? If you go by that math, and my math is, I reckon there's only about 5 out of them 31. Yeah, that means say we need minimum. Let's just say we need to sign 6 realistic players to come in. I want about 10, but we're not going to sign 10.
Yeah.
Let's just say 6. By the math that he's had over the last 5 years, only one of them are going to be any good.
That's not good, is it?
It's worrying. It's not good. That's by the stats of the last 5 years. I'm saying only 5 are any good, and he signed 31. Yeah, out of 6, one's going to be half good. That's not good.
No, that's absolutely. Listen, it's not about proving anybody right or whatever. We've called it. Yeah, and a lot of the fans don't want to hear it, so they'll have a go at us. You know, I was on your stream last week. Remember?
Yeah.
And they were going in. Yeah. They were going in on us. They were going in on us. Yeah. But we just said at the end of the day, come on, express your views. We're saying it. This is how we see it through our eyes, through our lenses. You're seeing it a different way. What is it that you think that Arteta's? How is he going to get you over the line? Because the proof is 5 years, coming up to his 6th year. He's won 1 trophy, and that was with Unai Emery's guys. Okay, right. 700+ million spent. Yeah, right. So you have to ask the question: does the owners only look at that and say, "Well, you know what? I don't really want to give him any more money because really you should have done that and spent on a striker in the summer." Yeah, we missed out on Ollie Watkins. Yeah, because they, Jason A2. I call him the AI man because I don't think he's will decided that, and whoever else has decided, no, they're not going to
AI too.
You know what I'm saying? And here we have it now, yeah? The chickens have come on to roost because now we've lost Saka, we've lost Havertz, and we've lost Martinelli. And our front three now is Sterling, the Dream, Trossard, and Ethan Van Reery. And if any one of those, it's about 19 games, you said roughly about to play.
About left. Yeah. It's not
so
good.
I'm looking forward to Arteta's press conference tomorrow because I want to know, or whenever he is, because I want to know what he's gonna have to say. Because
is he gonna explain how these guys are getting injured in warm weather training? You know what I mean? Because that's ridiculous.
They were doing a pressing drill.
It is ridiculous.
They were doing a pressing drill.
A pressing drill in the heat. Why?
You're
supposed to be using it as a winter break to recuperate and recharge.
You don't know what he's doing, D.
Yeah,
you don't know what he's doing. He don't. Bro.
I mean, officially, it's not a winter break.
It is embarrassing.
Yeah, because we went out both cups.
If he was up in raining Manchester and that happened, I get it.
All planned.
It was damp. He just slid on a very wet pitch and just tore his hamstring. But in the heat of Dubai, you're like, no. You're not supposed to go to Dubai and get injured, mate. Like, what is that? You're supposed to get nice massages and doing. Just keeping your body.
You might have to call some of the youngsters.
Passing drills.
Before I shoot, let me leave you with some stats. So we've we've entered to their conclusion 20 competitions so far this season to their finish, and we've lost 17 of them in a row since Arteta. Yeah, so we're on a 17 successive failure in the trophies. That's including the league, everything. That's horrendous. And I'll leave you with why he won't be sacked. Because, and I looked at this in financial figures, in the last year alone, our growth, our revenue, has gone up by 35% at a sum of £183 million. Why the Kroenke's going to sack him?
There you go.
Nah.
It's very, very worrying, man. It's worrying. And to know that it's going to be for the foreseeable, that's what even worries me anymore, because I'm sitting there thinking this is eating into my next season ticket. Things ain't going to change. How often do we say, oh, we'll get in the summer? We said that last summer, and look at the disaster of the summer.
Harry, we're known as Go Again FC. That's what it is. We go again. That's what people are saying. We'll go again. Let's go again. We came second place trophy. Let's go again. And that's what
we're on for the treble. We're on for the three and the trot. Sorry, 3-peat.
The thing is, and I don't think no other team has done that. If we come second again 3 times in a row, I don't think no team has done that.
I think we done that 99, 2000, 2001 to this gentleman's team.
So we got history.
But this is the thing,
we've done it before.
This is it, guys. Like you look at the Liverpool thing, right? This guy can't come in his first season and win the title over Arteta. That's a madness.
Oh,
if it happens.
sack Guardiola and
It will happen. It will happen. It will happen tonight.
Well, 1-1 at the moment, Norm. They're 1-1 at the moment.
The 1-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Wow.
1-1.
Yeah.
Don't get too happy, Aaron.
Yeah, 26. Yeah.
Aaron, big up to you. Thanks for coming on, mate.
I will
probably jump on Rashid's chat because I know he's going to be doing his show in a minute. So I'll probably just jump on for a little bit still on that one. I was going to watch a little bit of the game, see what happens. You know, I mean, I didn't hear my missus shouting up there, so I don't know what's going on.
Everton scored first.
Big up, man.
Big up.
Yeah, big up, Aaron. Nice one.
Pleasure. Told you I'll be a good boy, didn't I? Take care, gentlemen.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, nice one, bro.
Yeah. Big up to Aaron. Please, if you haven't, please go and subscribe to his channel, doing bits, you know what I mean? Doing absolute bits. But listen, as I said, you know, we're in this situation now where, you know, we've got to trust these three guys, And look, right now, you've probably got a lot of Arsenal fans gushing at the moment because, I mean, it's 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Who scored first? Was it Liverpool?
No, Everton scored for Beto in the 11th, and then McAllister. McAllister with a Mo Salah assist.
I mean, the thing, and listen, his assist is ridiculous. But look, this game, I don't know. It could go either way. But is it going to change anything, D? That's the question. Is it really going to change anything? I mean, let's just finish on it. If Liverpool win tonight, that's the season done. If they lose, Big D, and I wanted to say, I know what's going to happen to us, but based on what we've spoken about, based on what you've heard from Aaron, if Liverpool lose, we're now 6 points. Yeah, we play on Saturday early. We could cut that to 3 points. But at the moment, it's 7 points as it stands. Okay. Do you think we have any chance of winning the league this season?
Not with the injuries, no. Not with the front line. I think if you'd held on, I think the Havertz one does hurt you because as much as he's consistent, he's probably the most clinical of what you had left in terms of he's more clinical than he's proven to be more clinical than Trossard, Sterling, and there's a lot of pressure on that young kid. No,
you know what? D, I hear what you're saying. I don't think he's more clinical than Trossard. It's just that.
No. I said consistent rather than clinical. I think Trossard is. I think Trossard is clinical but not consistent. He's been very inconsistent. But when he scores, he does score. Arteta on the cover of us Everton match program tonight. What? Really?
That can't be true. Is that true? What's that? Or you
know what? I tell you what, I don't know. Because didn't he manage them for a while? No, he played for them, didn't he?
He played for them.
So maybe because it was the last one at
what they should have done. What they should have
recognition.
Done. Yeah, but what should have done when he left Man City? He should have gone to Everton, not Arsenal.
Should have gone to Everton.
That's where the mistake.
That's where
that's where the mistake.
Yeah, he probably is. I forget he's an ex-Everton player.
Yeah.
So he's probably getting recognition for being. I think he was club captain at one point, wasn't he? He was club for Everton. Yeah. And obviously, I mean, what I'm seeing, the atmosphere looks electric because obviously last game and all that.
Yeah, last game and everything.
And plus against their arch rivals, really, Liverpool are their arch rivals as across the city. You know what I mean? Across the Mersey.
As I said, depends on what the outcome is tonight, and hear what top gooners are saying. You know what I mean? I think it'd be interesting if Liverpool do win it. Does all the top gooners say, right, that's it, that's the season done, or are they still hoping in the back of the mind that Liverpool's going to drop points? Because at the end of the day, Liverpool drop points, Arsenal will drop points as well.
Well, that's the thing.
What I'm saying? Arsenal will drop points as well. So why are they thinking that we've come back from Dubai? Because that was what was going to be the case, right, Big D? Yeah. Like last season, was going to come back, rejuvenated. Kai Havertz is going to score 14 goals. Unfortunately, he's not about. He's not about now. So who's going to score you those goals?
I still can't believe you got. They had him doing pressing in the heat. There's just no need. You're supposed to be allowing him to root. Just
Big D, that's
you know what I mean?
For you, bro.
On the bike, on the bike, careers, some swimming,
just
full body massage. Like, come on, man. I mean, he's not smart, Norman, is he? He's not smart.
No, he's
he already knows. He already knows that he's got no Saka.
Yeah, but he's
you're
running these
ruining
guys into the ground. He's
Yeah.
running these guys into the ground, bro. Yeah,
That's
he's
a shocking
notorious.
injury.
He's notorious for this, brother.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what
I'd
it
fire
is.
him just for that. That's stupid. That is. You can't get injured. You can't get injured on warm weather training. I mean,
unfortunately, you know, the
he's not going
hierarchy,
anywhere, is he?
the hierarchy don't think like you. Our hierarchy don't think like you. As far as they're concerned, yeah, Josh Kroenke or Stan Kroenke didn't come here to win cups. Yeah, he didn't buy shares in this company because it is like a company, a PR company, Ponzi company, whatever you want to call it. He did not. He was just there to make money.
To make money.
He doesn't care about cups. He's just there to make money, and that's why and that's why I just don't get Arsenal fans. Why you're so happy and content to be finished year in, year out. At what point would you say enough is enough?
Yeah.
Seriously. You need to end the journey. Let's stop being the bridesmaid and let's be the bride. Yeah, let's get the flowers, man. But we ain't seen it, bro. Yeah? And it's the same old thing. It's the same old Netflix exit. Patrice Evra said it. Netflix, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Wait till next season.
Yeah, and I ain't got time for that. Yeah, I've not got time for that. So listen, fans, I've said what I have to say. Yeah, and I'm gonna stick to it. Listen, at the end of the day, D, okay, just say by any miracle, by a chance that Arsenal go on and win the league or win the Champions League, I'll put my hands up and go, bro. But you know what? I'll be just as happy as the other fans because nobody's gonna tell me that I cannot celebrate that. Yeah, but as it stands. We're seeing a pattern here, yeah? We're seeing a pattern here. And we're worse than we were last season. Yeah, we're worse than we were last season. And that's all down to the fact that we did not do what we were supposed to do, yeah? Yeah, if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. Or plan to fail, you will fail to plan. Either way you want to do it, either way you want to say it. That's what Arsenal is, yeah? That's what Arsenal are at the moment. And listen, I was just about to say we go again. We go again next year. All right, let me.
Norms, I got a question for you.
What's my mouth out the salt there?
Norm, what's I'm asking you? Who you want to replace him with?
Who do I want to replace him? Anybody but Arteta. Anybody. Right. I know this is a question like people could say, "Oh, there's nobody that can replace him." There are managers out there in Inzaghi. Yeah. Ancelotti. Right. You look and say, "Oh, Ancelotti." Look, Real Madrid are not having a great season with him, blah, blah, blah. But these guys are experienced. They are winners. They're born winners. They're born winners. And if you put the money down, but what it is if these top managers come into Arsenal, right, Big D, they're gonna, like a Conte or Mourinho, they're not gonna come in and be quiet. And I don't think the Kroenkes want that kind of manager. They want a puppet. And unfortunately, Arteta is that puppet. Because he's getting 50 million pounds a year.
Would you take a De Zerbi star manager? Or do you think that's the same? Do you think that's the same kind of trend as Arteta?
I want somebody that's a winner, that wins things. Yeah.
Or Alonso, someone like that. Alonso or someone like that.
Yeah. Yes and no. But I just want somebody with experience.
Or him at Atletico. Diego Simeone.
Yeah, I mean, he wins stuff. Yeah, people might not like his football, but to be honest, look at the football that we're playing right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are managers out there.
Exactly, they are. So people can't turn around and say, "Oh, well, who's out there?" Because if Arteta walks away from this club right now, I can tell you now, the fans will go, "Well, yeah, I want that one, or I want that one."
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's walked away because he feels that he's failed the club. Yeah, but he ain't gonna walk away, D, because he's getting £15 million.
Not on that money, mate. You're not walking.
And if you're £15 million a year, you're gonna protect the Kroenkes, mate. You are. It's just like watching art. It's like watching Wenger. That's what it is. It's just like watching Wenger, and it will. If it's not sorted out, it's going to become more toxic. It will become more toxic because some of the stuff that you see online, on Twitter, and some of these guys and what they're saying is like just some of them are just there for the ride. Yeah. They're just there. I mean, come on, D, man. You know, you're just there for the ride.
I hear you.
Oh, man, I want to win something, man. 20 plus years, we haven't seen us lift a Premier League trophy. 30 plus years, Carabao Cup. European Cup.
I'm 12 years in, I'm getting frustrated. Never mind.
Well, exactly. So,
two decades in.
Right,
yeah, you know what I mean?
We won an FA Cup, yeah? We won an FA Cup, but that was in COVID. You know what I'm saying? right? He's won it, right? So that gave him, bought him a bit of time because we finished 8th that season. So that bought him a bit of time.
Yeah.
But then he finished 8th again. Then he finished 5th. Then he finished second. And the likelihood is that he could finish second again this season, or finish in the top 4. And either way, if he does finish in the top 4, his job is secure.
Yeah. He's not going to fire him.
And we will keep banging the drum until we see change, whether that's the owners or people protesting how they want to protest or whatever. Whether it means, vacating the stadium, boycotting, but they're not going to, because they keep chucking merchandise after merchandise. It's probably the same with Man United. It's just merchandise after merchandise. It don't matter how much. But you're always going to have that person that, there's probably still people pining after Eric Ten Hag. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, there's still guys that are saying, we were too hasty over Eric, when the truth is it was trash under Eric. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I said earlier that you can't put this stuff down to systems because 2 different systems and we were failing. So it's okay saying revert them back to this. No, these players need to get some football IQ for one. The football IQ is very low, and it's almost like we saw it with Eric, not preferring his technical players. He just want pace, passion merchants. But then you look at Rashford and these guys who start to lose their pace, non-effective. So none of this really works. And so I'm looking at, like I said, I think Ruben's overthinking what he's doing.
Yeah,
you can overcoach a team, and like I said earlier, stay disciplined when you don't have the ball. Be a little bit ill-disciplined when you do have the ball. Go for it.
Yeah, try something. Try something out the box. Just try
keep
something.
Recycling back to the goalkeeper.
It's literally like watching robots. It's literally like watching robots at the moment. That's what it is. And that's why we sit
get over the halfway line, recycle it back to the goalkeeper. I don't want to see that, man.
No, man.
I'd rather have a game of basketball and we score some goals. You know what I mean? Literally up and down.
Up and down, backwards and forward. That's why I like, Nottingham Forest. And listen, we play them in a couple of weeks' time as well. So that's going to be a tough place to go. Why is Sir Jim Ratcliffe picking beef with the mighty All Blacks? Yeah, what's going on with that before we finish?
Well, this is it. What's up, right?
Big up Root Calls, man. Big up to you, bro.
Yes, Root Call, big yourself. There's people saying that
we still finished Root, right? But we've just finished discussing. So watch the replay. I went in on Arsenal, mate, because we need to go in on their brother. You know what I mean?
It's almost like this. I've heard people say this guy's a broke billionaire. So now you're seeing that he's done similar things in Nice, right? Like, just keep them at a mid-table to lower table team. Now we're hearing that he's not paying his sponsorship money deal that he agreed with the All Blacks. There's too many red flags here, And now you're firing another 100 staff. I know we're staff heavy, but you're saying this man's just doing all the negative stuff right now. Where's the positive? Like spinning. And so if you promise to sponsor All Blacks, pay the money, bro. Find the money because you got the money. Sell some shares or whatever. I don't care. It's just bad press, man. And he's getting a lot of bad press at the moment. I don't know what you saw where
he is. And that's why, listen, when he came in, he was like a knight in shining armor. Wait, that armor's gone right now.
But this was my concern, though, Norman. I said it on the show. I don't like how he got the Glazers out of jail here. Because I to my understanding, the US banks were demanding some money to start being paid back on these loans. And they'd run out of money. They'd literally rinsed out all their avenues of, obviously not for the Tampa Bay back in here, but for Man United, there was no more avenues to use money to do anything. So Sajin coming in and doing that 1.5 billion, whatever it was, he just literally a life for him. Literally, because none of that money went back into the club now. It all went to America. And so you look at Sir Jim and you say, bro, what is very, very much so bad PR. But I don't think he cares, Dale. He doesn't care. Otherwise, he would keep that out of the press by handling his business, Norm. Because it's like anything. If you do something, then we're not going to see Fabrizio or whoever reporting on negative stuff because it's just been hangled and it's not news. But when you don't hangle stuff, someone's going to leak it. This guy's got Man United, this guy's got Nice, this guy's got Ineos. All these companies, he can't pay his bills. Bad PR, yeah.
Well,
shocking.
We're gonna watch everything just roll and
unfold, isn't it? Yeah.
I think the interesting thing is before we go, yes, as I said, mid-table, bottom of the table clash.
Yeah,
Super
literally.
Sunday. If either
Norms.
one of you lose, yeah.
I'm still talking about getting 41 points, bro. That's how bad it is. As the 41 points, we don't get relegated because I don't think a team's ever got 41 points and not got dragged into that relegation.
But
So, you know what I
I
mean?
can't listen. To be honest,
crazy, normally.
Yeah, look, yeah, I can't see it, but I don't see you finishing in the top 4.
No,
so let's just put that on the table.
But this
your
what
best chance. Your best chance.
Yeah,
as you say, your cup team rolling the dice.
Europa League.
League.
And
it's probably going to be the same for Tottenham as well.
Tottenham, yeah. Where Tottenham by then, hopefully we'll have a few key players back in terms of their running.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. Like, if you win the FA Cup, you go into Europa.
Yeah.
If you win Europa Cup, backdoor into Champions League. So it's what you said about the top 5 anyway. So I don't know if someone would lose out. I think Aaron was saying that, or you were saying that the fifth one.
It was Aaron. On
the coefficient will give us 5th place. But if either us or Spurs win the Europa League, does that count as one of the 5 spots?
The thing is, I think it's based. I'm not too sure if it's based on last season in terms of where we finished, like in Europe. So that's how you get your points and that. So I don't know if it's like the cup. So whatever happens this season, well, I suppose because it's you're playing for the places for next season, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe this will where you finish. And I'll
because I'm wondering,
probably go towards that. As you say,
just for argument's sake, if Forest end up finishing 5th, and either Man U or Tottenham win Europa League, would Forest go down into Europa League and
that
Tottenham
could happen?
or United?
Remember that happened. Did that happen last season or the season?
That's what. Yeah, to Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah,
to Chelsea go into the conference, didn't they? Because United won the FA Cup.
That could be the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be the case.
So I think that's the only downside that I don't see us or Tottenham finishing in that top 5. But if one of us win that cup by some miracle,
and then maybe that's where you're probably gonna have to put all your eggs in that basket.
Well,
you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm okay with that, Norm. Get you 41 points and go and win the Europa League. You know what I mean? Literally. I know it's shameless, but I don't care. Get your 41 points, then go.
It is shameless for Man United fan to be saying
terrible, Norm. It's terrible, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But listen.
Oh, mate, crazy.
You know, listen, both our clubs are in the mud for the different reasons.
Yeah, for the wrong reasons, man.
You know, I just want to see how the season pans out now with the players that we've got at our disposal. Because as I said, you know, we got 14 Premier League games to go, plus, you know, how far we go in the Champions League. That goes up to 19 games. So we'll see what happens. I want to see what Arteta's got to say in his pre-match conference tomorrow. I think that's when it's going to be. So hopefully, you know, we will see something. I can hear somebody shouting, but I don't know.
Yeah, still 1-1 in the
4 minutes.
What you got there 44?
I've got it on football. One football.
Yeah.
So
I'm watching it on TNT. Well, sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly. I am allegedly.
Behave.
Nearly.
Behave.
I nearly telling on myself there, right?
No.
Yeah,
but
4
people,
minutes,
listen, please hit that like button. I don't know how many likes we've got because I can't see it at the moment. But listen, hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. Listen, weekend games are coming up. Premier League is back. Just remember, guys, we got to put in our game week 25. Tilly is not on the show tonight because he's a Liverpool supporter as well as a Man City supporter. But this is his game in hand prediction.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
So he predicted Liverpool to win 3-1. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And then we will be predicting our games for the upcoming weekend game. So
obviously this is definitely a different Everton team. David Moyes a bit more organized.
Yeah. Because I mean, David Moyes, listen, he's been successful with this club. He's got them to European.
Oh yeah, he knows his club. Yeah, he knows
the club. Yeah. And listen, last game at Goodison Park, Merseyside derby.
Yeah.
Can they do the miracle.
Yeah, it's a proper full house, boy.
I can imagine.
It's a proper full house. Yeah, yeah.
I can imagine. But listen, people, listen, thanks for watching the stream. I know you're stuck on it. I know you've probably gone away to watch the game, and I hear that. I see that. It's probably one of the wrong nights to do it, but listen, it is what it is, man.
That's
but
football,
listen,
man.
That's football. That's what it brings. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what it brings. Right? Listen, please hit that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And people, we're out of here. Take care,
man.
God bless.